What's the deal, fellas? I first want to thank you guys for being in the upper tiers of the Patreon. I got more exclusive content coming specifically for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Today we're going to get into the 3 songwriting lessons we can learn from J.Cole. Without any further ado, let's do it. Number 1, the use of references. What are references? Basically, when you refer to something in your raps, it could be anything from a TV show, a movie character, a book you once read, a brand of clothes, a well-known person, a video game character. It could be anything. References help your audience identify further with you as a person. Dropping an excellent TV show or movie character reference from your childhood is a great way to connect with your audience. Consider it marketing in your raps, but stay away from overdone ones like Dragon Ball Z and Scarface and stuff like that. Not only does it help your audience connect to you on a personal level, it also brings color to your raps. When I say color, I mean imagery. You know, pull a nigga card like a Pokemon. For example,
I want a real love, dark skin and Aunt Viv love. That Jada in that real love. Me, I never hate get cake like anime. Whoa, eat the cake, bitch, eat the damn cake. On my Martin shit, you go, girl. And now a nigga only texting gets stressed over Rihanna's.
Okay, number 2 is the repurposing of old songs to make them fresh. For example,
Don't save her, she don't wanna be saved. 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 Fuck it, I'm on one. You feel me? Fuck it, I'm on one. Hey, straight up now, tell me, do you really wanna love me forever? Oh, oh, oh.
Straight up now, tell me, do you really wanna love me forever? Oh, oh, oh.
To the window, to the wall, my nigga rap when I
automatically identifiable. If you have an old sample or a classic rap line or a classic rap hook, it can bring familiarity to your music when a listener doesn't really know who you are. They're more inclined to stick around when they hear something familiar. This is different from stealing or biting. It's paying homage and repurposing it. Go for old classic rap songs. It can be something as simple as saying your mind playing tricks on you, or here's an example of a time I used Tupac's Hail Mary in one of my songs.
Hail Mary, nigga, run quick, see. What do we have it now? Do you wanna ride or die? La da 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 da.
Another artist that does this a lot is Kendrick. Okay, and number 3 is the use of pop instincts. For example,
Fuck him, then we kick him to the door, nigga, you know how it goes. I'ma need my shirt back, nigga, you know how it goes. Like, give me $20, ask stupid how you get to college. My only regret was too young for Lisa Bonet. My only regret was too young for Sade Adu. My only regret could never take a Leah home.
these little inflections and embellishments and I'd say ornaments can help add some much needed personality and flair to a song where lyrics are the central importance, or if it seems like the lyrics don't have enough life to them. It can break up the monotony of rap. You could take the bars you write and try to sing them instead of rapping them. You can drop the beat for a punchline. You can find a line or a lyric and repeat it at the start or the end of each verse, bringing a different context to it with each new verse. Basically, pop instincts are little secondary hooks. There are moments in a song that might come and go the first time someone hears the song, but after they hear it again, these mini hooks begin to dig themselves into the listener's brain. And that's pretty much it. Once again, I'd like to thank you guys for all the love and support. Stick around because I got more shit coming.